Welcome to another special edition of Beyond Game Day. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. The week gathers momentum as we're ready to kick off what is expected to be an exceptional month of rugby here in South Africa. But of course, there's everything to speak about as far as incoming tour. Yes, the All Blacks, the Springboks are currently out in Buenos Aires. You've got the Under-20 World Championships currently underway in Oregon, Eugenie, USA. In fact, they eventually went. Remember last week, there was talk about them not even being able to get there in the quest, obviously, for being world beaters. South Africa, that's what we are all about. We want to fly the flag high. But sometimes, Vata Ngobeni, ENSA sports editor, trying to get, especially the juniors, to fly their flag high, trying to get the seniors to be world beaters, trying to get Banyana to qualify for the Women's World Cup, as they eventually did, winning their last group game. One would say we put so much pressure on our sportsmen and sportswomen and kids that we saw scenes unfolding over the past weekend, unsavory scenes at an under-7 soccer football game where parents and coaches went blow to blow, toe to toe in front of 7-year-olds, 6-year-olds basically, at an under-20, well, not under-20, high school games in Cape Town and Pretoria. Again, parents, players, coaches, blow to blow. Are we putting too much pressure on us being a winning nation and forgetting that at that level, it is still a sport? Yes, we want to be box, we want to be beaters.
No, Thabiso.
No?
No.
Why no?
You say it's a special edition of Beyond Game Day.
Yes, it is. Every edition is special.
And going toe to toe. You and I, you have set me up for failure today.
How so? How so?
We come into the show. Where's the prep, guys?
That's what we do here.
You want our viewers to have a fight it with me.
The nice thing about this,
you want when I say things that I have not researched.
But the nice thing about
that I have not researched and I'm fighting.
But the nice thing,
and I'm toe to toe.
But the nice thing with our viewers, and which will understand, that's what we are. We are professionals at this. We are our job. We wake up, eat, sleep, sport. So nothing can be thrown at us that
Thabiso,
our pulse on the sporting fever of South Africa is not about.
You want me to start off with this because you want me to be angry from the onset, ne?
But it has angered me. It did.
You see, this under-7 game, I just don't understand. I don't understand because these are little kids, man. These are little kids. Shame on the parents. Shame on the parents. And shame on the parents.
Coaching staff as well.
You see, let's put the coaching staff aside. Thabiso, this thing starts with parents. At school level, this problem we have of fights breaking out and whatever starts with the parents. The parents are living whatever dreams they had
through their
kids through now their kids. Parents think that their kids have got the right to be in teams. They think that their kids have got the right to win sporting events. We know this has been happening for decades, Thabiso. Yeah. Parents putting money into schools to ensure that their kids play first team sport. That they make the team ahead of other kids. They sponsor.
Sponsor the Great Hall of whatever.
Whatever it is, they sponsor. Or they'll sponsor the talk bags.
Yeah.
They'll sponsor the warm-up kit. They'll sponsor a media center. Whatever it is. We know. It's been happening across private schools, public schools. It happens everywhere, man, Thabiso. And it's a shame. Shame on the parents. The other shame I'm going to give, shame on the teachers and coaches who allow, and the schools themselves, who allow for parents with deep pockets to influence whether their kids are going to be in teams or not. Shame on them. Shame on them. But my biggest shame, Thabiso, is what happened in Cape Town. I think it was Fairmont.
Yeah.
And then what happened in Pretoria, which is Janssen and Menlo Park. It was called Menlo Park.
Yeah.
You see, Thabiso, where for me, the biggest shame is the fact that the K word was mentioned.
Yeah, that's the game in Cape Town, yes? Yeah, that was the Cape Town match, yes.
I don't know what happened in Pretoria, but I hear that there might have been some racial slurs.
Yeah. Pretoria, there was, in fact, Pretoria, the conversation was between all boys.
All boys, yeah.
Yeah. And in fact, that's a conversation that I also want to delve into because as an old boy, I know what we get up to.
And Thabiso, my school was involved in a massive derby. Shout out to the Selborne College All Boys. Thank you guys for accepting the fact that Queen's College is...
I've never once called out my school.
No, you must, Thabiso. But again, it's a pride and the banter that goes on amongst All Boys.
Exactly, yes.
That's fine. But it's got to be within reason, Thabiso. It's got to be with respect, Thabiso. We can't allow a situation, Thabiso, where the All Boys, yes, they're all passionate. Mm-hmm. They're all passionate. And the All Girls, they're all passionate about their schools. And unfortunately, at most of these things, liquor is involved.
Yeah, I was just about to say, does it speak to...
But it doesn't excuse. Thabiso, it doesn't... a drunk person speaks their sober mind.
Yeah, no, I was going to go there. Does it speak to the culture of the school originally?
It speaks to the culture of South Africa, Thabiso.
Okay.
This speaks to the culture of South Africa, and dare I say this, to the culture of South African rugby.
Period.
That little under 7, it's a football match. That is something different. That is just overzealous parents.
Unhingedness.
Yeah. It's just.
And mind you, we're not saying that
we're not putting it aside.
Yeah.
We're not
because it was ugly scenes.
That's why I said shame.
Yeah.
I said shame.
Yeah.
Shame on those parents. Shame, Thabiso.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it less significant. Thabiso, rugby in this country comes from a very, very painful past, a sad past. What has transpired in the last, I would say, 10, 15 years, at the insistence of the South African Rugby Union, for change to happen, they call it transformation. Change. And it must happen, and they had to enforce it. But Thabiso, there are these remnants on the side, small little things. There's something called Bokkie Week, Bokkie Week.
Yeah. What is that?
Some people who decide that they're going to have their own Craven Week. Because they don't like the way the Craven Week is set up because their quotas are Craven Week.
I was just about to say without a Bokkie Week.
Because their quotas are, yes.
Oh.
Because now, and you go to that Bokkie Week, you'll be lucky to see a player of color there.
Is it sanctioned?
Well, they do their own thing. And Thabiso, it's unfortunate. And I'm not going to say that the South African Rugby Union allows it to happen. Because we're quick to blame SARU.
Yeah.
When things go wrong in rugby in general. And then when things are going right, then you've got this, is it SASU?
Yes.
That's for the tertiary institutions. Then you've got another one for the high school, whatever. Then everyone wants to take the praise when things are going right. This is not just a rugby issue. It's a societal issue in this country. There are people who want to drag us back to the past. There are people who want to drag us back to the past. Thabiso, we need to start making examples. I don't think that whole penny sparrow thing was enough. Racism in this country, Thabiso, especially from where we come from, by law.
It is outlawed.
No. But the law should be very harsh on this.
Harsher.
When somebody does something like what apparently happened down in Cape Town.
Yes.
When the K word gets used, you identify those people. You take them through the justice system. You need to mete out the harshest punishment, Thabiso. You cannot be using that word in this day and age in this country, Thabiso. You're the harshest punishment, Thabiso. If it means 20 years, so be it.
But I think what the biggest difficulty I even have with that, Vata, is that where this kid, right now, during the game, if it was one of the school kids, where were they? That is my
You
question.
learned it from the parents.
Where would you learn that? How would you learn that?
Because Thabiso, there are certain sections of our population, Thabiso.
If we're 2026 right now, that kid is 16 years old. That means in 2010, when the World Cup was here, and South Africa was nice.
Yes.
Let's say they were born in 2008.
Do you think they care about football 2010 World Cup?
No, my point is I'm trying to...
Do you think they care about Bafana?
No, I'm trying to get you. The point is this kid was born 2008, latest 2010.
Yeah.
And already and they know that word?
Yes.
And they know...
Because it's said at home.
Yeah. Whew. Yeah.
Around the braai. Brandas and Coke. Flowing.
Nothing wrong with Brandas and Coke.
Nothing wrong with Brandas and Coke, but it's flowing.
I mean, I enjoy a Brandas and Coke now and then, you know?
So do I.
So let's...
No, but I'm just saying.
Sorry to Brandas and Coke.
No. But you know, it's spoken diesel, fires up. But Thabiso, and that is where the issue is.
Yeah.
That is where the issue is. And sorry, Thabiso, for taking your time.
Yeah, I was just about to ask to wrap up.
It's a shame, Thabiso, that in this day and age, that word gets used. And it gets used in a sport that has got a very, very painful past. To certain, especially to a certain demographic in this country. This sport, we are now trying to use the sport to unify us. And it has been such a wonderful vehicle.
It has been.
Especially at Springbok level. You go now to schoolboy derbies. Thabiso, it is so wonderful that at Grey College, their star today at Grey College is Lam Kitties.
Yeah.
It's a black African
whether
child.
you Pal boys as well.
They're captained by a Greek boy, Thabiso. This is great college.
Something would never have happened over there.
This is great college.
True.
You know? You go and you see what happened in Pal. Pal boys versus Pal Gym.
Yeah.
One of the stars is a scrum half.
I remember, I know that boy. I saw him playing good rugby.
You go back, Thabiso, 20 years ago. It would have been Lily White there.
I know.
Thabiso, the gains that have been made, it takes one incident to reverse them.
Whew, yeah.
And it's a shame, Thabiso, that schools are allowing that. The schools are telling parents...
Let's not say schools are allowing that.
No, schools are allowing it, Thabiso. I'll tell you why I'm saying that. Because they're taking out statements saying that no one must say anything. They're going to investigate the matter. Listen, Thabiso, you don't investigate something that was said on the field that you are hearing.
No, but there's a way to deal with it.
Yeah,
because
things take time.
Yes,
and we don't have time anymore.
But Department of Education is involved. Western Cape, we heard the Western Cape government come in.
It must be quick, Thabiso, now.
Okay, yeah, but
it must be quick.
But it must be done the right way.
Yeah, it must be done the right way. But it must be swift, Thabiso, and the punishment must be swift. It must be harsh. It must be to the point.
Yeah.
What happened in Pretoria?
Those parents should never be playing. I mean, those old boys shouldn't be.
Shame on them.
Yeah.
To be fighting with school kids. And Thabiso, I hope that they are banned.
Even those school kids as well, throwing a punch at seniors.
But you know, Thabiso, sometimes.
We run out of time.
But shame, Thabiso, shame on them.
Yeah.
Shame on everyone who has been part of of putting a black mark
on the sports
on sport.
Generally, that we've...
Especially on school sports, Thabiso, where kids are meant to enjoy it, where we as parents, where we as old boys, as old girls, whatever we are, that gather around sporting fields. Especially school sporting fields.
Yeah.
That is just for the pure enjoyment of the game.
They're spoiling it for us when we get there. They're spoiling it for us because when we got there with our brand of veins, we're there to have fun. So now...
do the brand of vein afterwards.
That's what I'm saying. Now they're spoiling it for us.
And your beers, whatever, and your wines, do it afterwards, Thabiso. I do enjoy a good glass of wine.
I'll tell you who...
So tell our sponsors, our prospective sponsors, that glass also take wine.
Yeah, no. Every time I call you, Vata, and you're at home, I'm having a nice Cabernet. I'll tell you who was on the Cabernet the past couple of weeks and has probably moved on to stronger stuff this week. Gianni Infantino. The bells are ringing.
He didn't even start with the cup. Listen, Gianni Infantino has been on strong stuff since he got to the US. In fact, even prior to the World Cup, he was already on strong stuff.
When he gave Donald the trophy, he was already in the spirit.
He was on the strong stuff.
This week has come out, it's been worse for him. And I say worse for him because we've already seen the likes of big European stars. Now the footballers himself, your Figos, has been the latest coming out to saying the guy must go. There's talk that he tried to buy Morocco's support at the current FIFA emergency meeting being held in Rabat and the backdrop of the CAF Women's League. It looks like Gianni Infantino is a goner. If all things are as stands.
The executives of FIFA.
Well, they come and said we support him.
Yeah, they support him. With him reversing this proposal, and them selling the World Cup, I think Thabiso will discuss it at length.
Yeah.
That CAF will gladly go with Infantino's team because it means that there's money coming to the coffers, $40 million. All the CAF confederations are hungry. Right? We know that. UEFA has been leading the charge. Right?
Yeah. And CONCACAF as well as Asia.
Even with now Infantino saying, okay, I made a mistake, I'm sorry. They are now going to press on for Infantino to go next year in March.
Yeah.
They're going to press on at the FIFA Cup.
What does it say now about Mutsipi coming back from the World Cup saying, Infantino is a friend of Africa?
Yeah.
CAF have not come out and said anything, support or...
Well, fortunately, now they don't have to. Because everything
the issues hit the fan.
Everything has been, bye-bye.
Yeah. Like,
so it's unfortunate, Thabiso, that again, it had to take such a backlash for Infantino to say, okay, I'm sorry. All right? I mean, if you thought this was the magic bullet that was going to make football so rich, but also spread the gospel of football across the globe and make sure that it is the number one, it remains the number one sport, why would you back down from something you believe so much in? Why?
Because it's not like FIFA doesn't have money or football doesn't have money.
No, but why would you? Why would you?
They bet you $30 million a year.
Why would you, Thabiso?
It's for his own pocket.
For me, Thabiso, I think Gianni Infantino signed his
sealed his exit, as it were. Yeah, he sealed his exit.
His execution order. He is now officially on death row.
Guillotine is going to fall on that neck.
He's officially on death row. He's dead man walking.
Dead man walking.
So by the time they get the Congress next year, I think that's the end of Gianni Infantino. And
I grab my phone now because another dead man walking as we might see it.
Are you coming here? Are you coming home? To Nasrec?
There's a couple of days. Yes, I'm coming home to Nasrec. 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
SAFA called a press briefing, telling us that they've received the names for the nominations
for the SAFA president.
SAFA presidency. The most ridiculous thing, though, you call a press briefing, you tell us who the panel will be, but you don't tell us how many names are there to be nominated. Guys, SAFA, you guys, hey,
you can't make this up. What have been saying to you?
I mean, at least tell us how many the names of the people or the number of people are running.
You can't make this up.
You really can't make this up. I try to defend yourself, but no, guys.
You can't make this up.
Yeah.
It's a movie, Joe.
They call us.
You see it's SAFA?
Yeah.
It's SAFA.
But
I can't even call it the Seckers. Nah? Because it's an insult to your Secker. Yeah, it's an insult to your Secker.
But here's the big story now. I'll say the big story, and this is now exclusive to ENCA's Beyond Game Day. As I look to my phone, I hope the camera, yeah. I just received a message. And in the message, there's a text from the incumbent SAFA presidency who names people, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them, saying these are the people that brought in the nomination of Uzungu, the Amazulu, of Sunday Zungu. This is a text from the SAFA president, and I confirm it is because I do have the SAFA president's number directly myself. Okay. So, there is now a release saying, if this comes from the Forces for Change, demanding urgent intervention for the SAFA electoral process. How did Danny Jordaan know the contents of the sealed nominations, which we just discussed?
Yeah.
That these are sealed nominations.
Yeah.
We don't know who's there.
Yeah.
They are now saying, how did Danny Jordaan know the contents of the sealed nomination envelopes within minutes of their submission that was yesterday? Who granted him access to the information that should have remained confidential? Who breached the integrity of the nomination process? Why has SAFA remained silent? Danny Jordaan, in that text, I'll tell you who he cites as having nominated Uzungu. He cites Uzondi himself. You know who Uzondi is? He knows Rit. He knows Mate. He knows Piri. We all know
these
who
are
they
SAFA NEC members.
Yes. Says, and Champagne leader brought the nomination of Zungu to SAFA.
Okay.
So the circus continues, as it were. And I bring this up back home because we discussed how the rot is seemingly endless within sports. And here we have one now. This election of the SAFA presidency is going to go down to the wire because South Africans have been calling for change. We sit here almost week in and week out, and we are flabbergasted because I hate going back to SAFA and how useless the issue is.
No, but then you said to you know the answers.
Yeah.
Why are you asking questions? When?
Yeah, he told me I must grow up and learn to behave myself. I shouldn't ask questions.
Yeah. You must listen to the answers. Thabiso is a simple one. It's a simple one, Thabiso. SAFA are a joke. SAFA are a joke.
Yeah.
I sat here and I said to you, it's enough now. Whoever
takes over
can come, whoever, I don't care, Thabiso. It cannot be the current. The incumbents, it cannot be. I even said to you, even CEO, whatever it is, I think the whole lot need to go. Thabiso, we need just a breath of fresh air. We need new faces. We need new thinking. We can no longer go on like this. We can't, Thabiso. We can't.
I mean, I'm looking at
it is sad, Thabiso, what you're
reading right now.
It is sad what you're reading. Because at the press briefing that we were called a day before, they called us the day before as media to come to a press briefing. Right? Then they say because they said it's handover of nominations.
Who are the nominations?
They want the nominations. No, we just received the envelopes. So why call a press briefing if you've just received the envelopes?
And now,
right?
Yeah.
And then now,
literally, as we're sitting here, that's when the message is coming in.
Such information, Thabiso, allegedly, of the incumbent president of SAFA, saying he knows the people who nominated so and so. So what if he knows them? So what? So what? So what? Sandile Zungu picked up his hand
way before
weeks ago.
Yeah.
While Mr. Jordaan was sitting, or Dr. Jordaan, I don't know what to call him anymore, while he was sitting nicely in America.
With Gianni there in America, Donald Trump.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they were having a good time. Right? Well, they were having a good time.
Yeah.
The whole lot of them were having a good time. Things were imploding back here.
Let the good times roll, isn't it?
So let the good times roll, Thabiso.
Yeah.
Then you're done. Must go face Sandile Zungu at the SAFA elective conference.
Or whoever else is running against them.
There's not going to be anyone, Thabiso. I can tell you now. It's the two of them against each other in September. Is it September 12th?
September 12th, yes.
They must face off against each other. Thabiso, I hope the 52 regions of SAFA do the right thing.
Yeah.
I hope the 52 regions of SAFA do the right thing.
Whew.
Thabiso, we need change in football across the board in this country. We need change in football. This thing of seeing Bafana getting to the knockout stages of the World Cup and then there we are clapping. Thabiso,
last 32, history.
That is just a smoke screen. It's just a plaster over a wound, Thabiso, that has gone beyond being septic.
Yeah.
Our football is rotten, Thabiso, to the core. And unfortunately, Thabiso, if that text is true.
Well, it's true. It's just that I cannot share who it's coming from.
Yeah, but the very same person who's pointing fingers at people is sitting in the courts today. facing charges of fraud. I'm not putting any sort of
pronouncement of guilt or not guilt.
I'm not pronouncing anything. But I'm saying he has got bigger battles to fight.
Then hanging on to a position.
Then, and to know what? I think, and Danny Jordaan has done wonderful things for this country.
I was just about to say, take nothing away from what he's done.
He's been...
Can we as African leaders understand that, yes, I've done what I had to do.
A good
Let me
dancer
leave.
knows when to leave the stage.
Yeah, mostly when the music that is playing is not his, but that's what I know.
Can he just gracefully... Thabiso is going to mess up his legacy.
Yeah, look, it's already messed up, and as far as so it's already messed up as far as it's concerned.
So whether things are true or not, unfortunately,
what has currently been happening?
He is the face, and he's the head of SAFA.
Yeah.
So everything will be thrown at him. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of things. Will be thrown at him.
Yeah. Look,
I would love to plead with him, Thabiso. He's in his 70s. Dr. Jordaan, vaya mfethu. Go to Gqeberha, go chill, watch the beach.
The beach, you mean?
The beach.
Oh, okay.
He lives there in Gqeberha.
Yeah, I know. He was mayor there. They don't want him there.
No, he does.
He messed up there too, apparently.
He must just go and retire. Thabiso, he has to.
I'll tell you what.
And to know Thabiso,
I'm scratching my head because
his name will remain forever at the top. He's the man who brought us the FIFA World Cup to South Africa. The first one on the African
continent. Fair enough.
Let us remember him for that.
Yeah.
Let us remember him for his tenacious fight when times were bad in this country. When they were championing that you cannot have normal sport in an abnormal society.
Yeah, I mean,
his brother Max Jordaan.
Cricket, South Africa. He also had a hand in changing and to what we have cricket now in the country is. So kudos to them.
When you talk about Max Jordaan.
Indeed.
You look at where Obathemba Bavuma are today.
Huge hand.
You say the hand of Max Jordaan was there.
Huge hand in that. Yeah. Look, I mean, take nothing away from it.
Can you please do that for us?
Look, he comes from a very,
No, his family.
His family has fought the good fight. I'll say in that way.
The Jordaan brothers are known, Chief.
But my problem is, again, probably with that, as I end off, with that, every liberation movement needs to refresh, rethink, rebrand, and align itself with the current.
When you've attained the liberation, and then what do you do?
And that's a problem that we have now with the Thabiso? You have to adapt.
You adapt and say, what is the next step?
Yeah. Am I still relevant? The question I'm asking Danny, which he probably South Africa's ask himself, is he still relevant? And I think we've answered.
Are you asking that question?
No, I've answered that question already.
Because I said you've answered.
No, I've answered that question already because it's going to tell me that why are you even asking me that question? Because you got all the answers anyway. Yeah, and unfortunately, we're going to have to cut it short there. I think we've literally run out of time for this episode of Beyond Game Day.
But now we start dealing
and before I leave, big kudos to the Commonwealth Games team. They came back during the week last week. Yeah. Happy days for them. The under-20s finally left for the US. We already medaled, a couple of medals already. Yeah, shot put, javelin. So well done to them. The boys finally left. And of course, plenty to look forward to this weekend. The Springboks open their account. Once off tests against Argentina, Los Pumas. And then this weekend, in Cape Town, Stormers do the things. Break a couple of bones, don't break a couple of bones.
Warm them up.
It's up to you. But the next couple of weeks, the next couple of weeks are going to be huge in as far as Beyond Games Day is concerned. We have to leave it there.
Sorry to Chad Leclerc. We have to say this.
Yes, no, that's what I'm saying.
No, sorry to him.
Okay.
His apartment burnt down.
Yes.
All his medals and all the stuff he's collected over the years. So sorry, man.
But I remember speaking to some sports people before. In fact, the Comrades Marathon champ sat right there, and I said to him, "What does that medal mean to you?" He says, "The medals, the trophies, they don't mean much. It's all sentimental.
The memories.
But when you see me, you see this face." You know what I've achieved. They're beyond that. So yes, but rightfully so. Chad Leclerc, hard luck, young man.
And the Comrades Marathon Association.
Yes.
Their fight with KZN continues and ASA.
That's
and Thabiso, there's a
We
lot
need to wrap up. We don't have time.
I know, but
Next
we need
show.
to unpack. I think next week.
In fact, what we're going to do to our viewers, we're going to have a Beyond Game Day. We're going to have a Beyond Game Day extra
Special.
time. That's
Extra time.
Beyond Game Day extra time. That's what I'll probably
Just
try
for the
and
administrators' foot.
For the administrators again.
Because the administrators are the problem, Thabiso.
But you keep on bringing this up. I'm going to call time of the show. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Catch Game Day on the weekend, 7 o'clock, Saturday. In fact, after that, and happy Women's Month, isn't it? We celebrate it on Sunday.
Oh my God.
So we'll try and see if we can't do a special for you on Sunday from the Women in Sports as far as that's concerned. So do stay in to ENCA Sports and Beyond Game Day. I'm going to put extra there for the show that Vata Ngobeni, ENCA Sports editor, wants us to do. For myself and Vata, for now, bye-bye.